up, squad? We back at him again, man, when they thought it was finna end. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you fell locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, family, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We're on that road to 100K. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for being here, man, and welcome to the V-Mob family. So listen, without further ado, smash that subscribe button, kick back, relax, grab them wraps and them snacks. I got some heat coming y'all way. Hey, V-Mob, let's go. What's up, Mob? Kicking it off from the top, man. Story number one. We still talking predators, but let's take it to the streets. And I'm going to slow it down, y'all. I'm going to slow it down. So boom, now, when I talk street predators, right, I'm meaning you got dudes out here who grow up in the game, or they grow up with a way of living or a way of life to the point to where as though that's all they know. Meaning they don't got nobody that love them. They rarely got anybody that they really got love for besides their neighborhood. And this is what breeds so much territorial beef, because when you don't got nobody in the house that love you, when you don't got nobody in the house that you can look up to, you don't have any role models that's literally living inside the house with you, you are always, and I repeat, you are always going to be looking for a role model, or you always going to be looking for love outside your household. And 9 times out of 10, or to be realistic, 10 times out of 10, when you growing up in an urban environment, when you growing up in the hood, the projects, the ghetto, whatever little slick name you want to call it, 9 times out of 10, the hustlers, the dope boys, the dudes that's doing the bad things in the neighborhood, those are going to be the guys that you idolize, because that's all you see. And that's the only sight of hope that you got. Now, when I say hope, I mean, I know growing up in this neighborhood, growing up in this environment, I don't see no doctors. I don't see no lawyers. I don't see no veterinarians. So why possibly in my mind as a child growing up in the hood, why would I think that that's going to be my future when every day I step outside my project door, I see a dude out here in the icy TL, the icy Infinity, the icy big boy Lex, whatever the hot car is doing your air, and he got the women chasing him, the young dudes around the block working for him, the older dudes that's in his age bracket, they got respect or fear, because you know that line get a little drawn too. Those are the guys that you want to idolize. So now we got this young dude, same situation. He jumped off the porch, teenager. He decided to be a jack boy. Now, I told y'all, when you growing up in the streets and you jump off that porch, it's going to go one or two ways. Hustler, robber. They're the only two ways that it's going to lie. Besides, you're going to be a weasel. You're going to be a snake, meaning you're going to do little setup games. You really going to be like a D-rider. Y'all know what I mean. So now, whole time, the little dude jumped to the robbery game. So now he jump out here and start robbing. But he looking at it like he a Robin Hood, meaning he from West Baltimore. He'll go all the way over East Baltimore, rob a dude. But let's say he robbed him for a pound. He gonna bring that pound back around his way. He might take half of it or more than half, and the rest of it gonna get bust down with the guys around the way. So everybody in his neighborhood had an outstanding love for him for the things that he was doing in the streets. But these same guys that got love for him, if it came down to it, how many of these guys gonna ride? Now, meaning, while he out here robbing all these different dudes from different sides of town, he gaining enemies all at the same time. So now one day he round the way, his little block having a cookout. Boom, he ends up going around to the bar to grab some drink. Now, this is how crazy it is. His project right here, or his block right here, his car's parked 2 blocks over. He feel like instead of me walking to go get in my car and drive around there, I'ma walk. This is my hood. I'm safe. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Now he done gained this bravado. He done got this ego up on him the way as though everybody know my work. And we all know a person that's in your hood that got that type of ego, man. They know my work. They know about me. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Even if they don't got the joint on them, they feel as though my reputation is so solidified, somebody gonna think I got the joint on them. So he was one of them type dudes. This specific day, he ain't had a biscuit on him. He walks around to the bar, whole time opposition spot him. Now, the ironic part about that is they was already spinning the block to come around there and try to crack at him, because these are the times where your ops is going to strike. I know y'all on relax mode. I know y'all more so lagging because this y'all cookout. Y'all laid back, got the liquor. Y'all got to worry about everybody that's there. Y'all trying to show off for the broad, so I know y'all trying to have y'all block on tilt. This is where the ops, this is how the opposition going to think. So now all we got to do is blend in, slide down that motherfucker, jump out and get busy. Or we don't even got to jump out. We can just slide through, air that motherfucker out, fan it down, and get up out of there. These are the little sick and wicked games that get played in the streets. So now, whole time the little dude, he decided not to go to his car. He walks around the bar. Opposition spot him. As they driving past and they see him, they in a Dodge minivan. They bang a U-turn. Now, mind you, he's still so off point. He got his head down looking in his phone. The van bang a U-turn. They coming back down as they driving down the street. The two dudes that's in the back seat, they slide the back door open. If y'all know about the van, y'all already know what time it is. Boom. They slides the van open. As soon as they get close to him, he turn his head and look. By the time he can look up, shorty got a Mac in his hand, start letting that bitch cut. Bang, 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 bang. He closed the side door. They continue to drive. They get up out of there. But wicked and wild situation. So now, this where it all come back full circle though, right? Word get out because the streets are always going to talk. The streets going to know who did it before anybody else know. So within an hour or two, word get back to that neighborhood, who did what and what the reason was for sure they end up getting spanked. All these dudes that he was going around robbing people and he bringing it back around the way, breaking it down with them. The fact that he gone and they don't want that smoke, ain't nobody from his neighborhood ride. It wasn't no repercussions, wasn't no get back, wasn't no kickback. So these are the dangerous games that get played when you living in the trenches. When he wanted to be a predator for his hood, he went out and committed robberies, jack set people up, back doors, all kind of conniving stuff. All to solidify his hood to let them know, oh no, don't play with shorty and them around there. You know, little such and such around there. Dummy be around there, boy, he don't play. So now after he done did all that, he laid right here in the middle of the street, right here on the sidewalk, and nobody from his hood even got the urge to want to go get no get back. But that's how I go. That's why we tell y'all, man, don't get involved in the street at all. It's not worth it. Now, let's jump into story number 2. Now, mob, story number 2, another wicked and wild situation. And this one right here is that third part of the game. So what do I mean by that? We always know, man, don't get in the streets because you know what come with it. The jail, the grave, but what about that wheelchair? Yeah, that's that third one right there that a lot of people don't leave out. In a wheelchair sometimes hurt more than a bullet. Why? Because now it done hit you in your pride. It done hit your ego. Now you feel like you less than a man. And I know nobody wants to admit it, but I got brothers, homeboys. Now, mind you, just because you in a chair don't mean you lack confidence. I know dudes that run whole blocks that are in a wheelchair. I know dudes that are more violent than motherfuckers on 4 legs and they in a wheelchair. So don't get it twisted. Don't think just because you in a wheelchair, you not that you less than something, because it's always you supposed to always have that confidence about yourself. But this is that third option. Sometimes you don't go to jail. Sometimes you don't go to the grave, thank God. But sometimes you end up in a chair. So now we got a situation, well-known dude around this block. I'm talking about one of them outstanding members. He's so cocky because he a hustler, not because he violent. He feel like I'm one of the flyest dudes around my way. I get the most money around my way. Everybody know me around my way. The bras is checking for me around my way. He one of them type guys. Whole time, no, he got to connect on the perk. So meaning he get a whole script. He get him by the boatload. He get him by the bottle. So that makes him even 10 more times popular because now you get money and you the millie man. So it's like you can't lose. Whole time, little dude come around his neighborhood. They gets into an argument over a price, over a $20 bill, meaning let's just say I'm coming to get however many joints I want. You tell me you want $100. I only got 80. If the dude tell you, man, well, I only can give you this amount until you get the $20, I'm not taking no shorts. You can't argue with a man about his price. That's his product. That's his price. So whole time the little dude get into an altercation with him, it almost get physical, but whole time they go their separate ways. But as the little dude who mad walking off, he tell the other little dude, the superstar dude, he tell him, look, man, the next time I see you, right, have that bitch on you. So now that puts you in a position where as though you can't take that lightly. You can't just say, oh, all right, man, he bluffing it. But this is the mindset that people have. He feel as though he's so much of a big dog. That's the first thought that he had. Instead of him taking that threat serious, he brushes it off, man. Shorty's a fluke. You're not known for busting nothing. He not going to get busy, this, that, and the third. But what he not taking into consideration is Shorty burnt out. Yeah, he might not be tough. He might not be a gangster, but he got a vicious perk habit. And he got something to prove. And he feel like you done got over on him for embarrassing him on this block, which is your block. And he already feel like you think you better than me because you get the money, you fly. I'm not. I'm over here copping from you. And it's making the dude who was coming to cop it make him seem like a broke boy because it's like, man, you over here crying about $20. What the fuck you broke? Why you ain't got $20, but you out here chasing perks every day? That should be the big question. Why are you so caught up in your habit that you cannot afford you arguing with the dealer? But people never think of it like that. So now the whole time they say what they say to each other, he tell him, next time I see you, have that motherfucker on you. He gets up out of there. Now, let's just say fast forward about 60 days, 90 days later, we all out down a little popular club in the city. Whole time they runs into each other again. Now the tension is even more higher because not only is the little dude who was mad, not only is he full of Percocets, but now he full of liquor. And not only do he got them two things in him, he round a group of his homeboys who he already told, next time I see Shorty, I'ma do X, Y, and Z to him. So now, if he don't do that to you, he can't even really go back round his way the same as he left earlier that day. He left as a made man. If he run into you and he don't do what he said he was going to do, by the time we get round to that block, you labeled as a sucker now. So now he put on the spot. Broads is around too, so he definitely trying to show off for them as well. Whole time they leave up out of there. As he spot the little dude as they leaving the club, he's so eager to get his shit off, he breaks to the car, leaving the people that he coming with, the people that he in the club with, they all slow walking out the club. You know how it is when you intoxicated, you stumbling out the club, you trying to holler at, hey, boy, holler at me. You see the little bros, oh, excuse me, sweetheart, you said you was going to give me your number before you left. You trying to make your little final rounds before y'all stumble outside the club. Now the little dude, he's so eager, he hurries up, break to his car. He got a little 380 on. He runs back by the front door. Now, he don't want to bring it back in the club. That's just, you burnt out. And he don't want to be so close to the club the way as though the camera is directly facing towards me. Now, where he got a little leeway is, directly across from the club is an alley. It's like two abandoned buildings and there's a little split alley right there. So he goes around the gas station, and instead of him walking in front of the club, he goes all the way around the building. Boom, he come through the alley. The little dude who he told, when I see you had that motherfucker on you, he walking out the club. Whole time Shorty up, get the hitting at him. Bang, 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 bang. Now he probably let off like 6 of them now. Mind you, Shorty is right here on this side of the street. The other little dude who cracking at him, he probably like 6, 7 feet away across the street, but he in a real dark alley and it's nighttime. So it can't nobody really see what's going on. You can just see the fire coming out the joint. Bang, 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 bang. He hits the little dude 6 times, but he hit him like 3 up top and 3 down low. He ends up getting paralyzed. Now, stay with me. The story just getting started. Now, he paralyzed. So he done already took his war wounds. He goes to the hospital. Doctor tell him he never going to walk again due to his wounds. So, boom, now he hurt. But he always had in his mind like, damn, all because I underestimated the dude. Thought he was a fluke whole time. Shorty had so much to prove. He ended up dropping them motherfuckers, coming back and hitting me. But he was an outstanding member, so he ended up taking his wound. He understood what come with the game. Now, also during this time, once he get put in a wheelchair, he got a younger brother around his way that's coming up through the ranks during this time. So let's just say by the time he get put in a wheelchair, he between 30 and 35 years old. He got a younger brother who like 19, between the ages of 19 and 23 years old. So boom, now he making his way out here in the streets. And he feel like I got to live up to my big brother name. So he out here going wicked and wild in the street. I'm talking about he going for bad. Now, this his big brother. He love him to death. But he used to always tease him about being in a chair. Now, in a joking way, because like I said again, that's his big brother. So he used to always tease him. But he learned a lot from his big brother. And the big brother would always school him like, look, boy, when you go out on a mission, move like this. Don't ever underestimate nobody. Always keep that motherfucker on you. If you out here watching the block late night, make sure you ain't got the joint on the tire. Have that motherfucker on your hip because you never know where it's going to come from. The big brother really took this shit serious with him because he like, one, I know I can't save you. It's no need for me to give you the go to school talk because I know you're not going to do it. There's no need for me to tell you go get a job because I know you're not going to listen. He was one of them realistic type big brothers. Granted, it's not the best thing, but he understood the position that his little brother took, and that's just the way he was rocking with him. So now his little brother listening to every word that his big brother say, he moving like he supposed to. Whole time he ends up getting caught up in some shit. One day he outside on the block. It's a 4th of July day. Now, mind you, he from a well-known block, so his hood got beef at all time, whether it's directly or indirectly. Meaning, some beef you understand is beef. I know I'm beefing with you. Some beef you don't even know that we beefing. The whole time you just saw shaking on me. Me and you ain't really got beef. You just jealous of me. So you never really know where it's coming from when you a dude that's getting outstanding amounts of money, or you come from a well-known block that got a lot of enemies. It's like hit and miss. You get what I'm saying? So boom, whole time they out there 4th of July one night, they block on tilt. This is how ironic it is. It's a sale walking down the street. Little dude, he's standing right here, the little brother. It's another little dude from around his way, probably like 3 feet away from him. He yells out to the sale, whoa, boy, 20s on the haze, 20s on the haze. The little dude say, shit, I want 3 of them. Now the little brother, he's so pressed, and he hear that the little dude say he trying to spend $60. He blows past the other little dude that just told him he got the grass. So now he start running up to the cell. He got the man bag on. He already pulling out the 3 jars. So boom, he goes to hand it to him. Now the cell right there looking like he kind of nervous because I heard him say something to me and I told him what I wanted, but you ran up to me. And he can hear his homeboy like, nah, bitch, the fuck, that's my play. Nah, come on, that dumb shit, dummy, come on. So now they ready start arguing, but the little dude that's in front of him, which is wheelchair little brother, he telling him like, man, what the fuck you mean? You trying to spend money, right? It don't matter who the fuck you getting the grass from. That's my brother. Huh, just take it. Whole time he give him the 3 jars, the little dude give him the $60. He turn around. As he's going to turn around, it's a sale across the street that say, dummy, I need a half an ounce. I got a half an ounce plate. He takes straight off. Instead of him arguing and finish talking with his brother, with his homeboy, keep this in mind, y'all. He supposed to be right here arguing with his homeboy. He breaks across the street to see a sale. Just so crazily, 4th of July day, another day where as though opposition is get your man day, he runs to the car because he got to go, he don't got a half an ounce on him. He got to run to the car, put that motherfucker together, grab the clock, do his 1-2. So he breaks to the car to put the half his own together, a car driving down the street. As he get to his car, open the door, he sit down in the car, boom. He ready going to arm rush to grab the scale. By the time he look up, he just see a silver Sonata right here in front of his car with the window rolling down. Little dude up in the 4 nickel. He hang out his window and hang inside shorty car. Bang, 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 bang. He let off like 6, hitting him in point blank range. Whole time the car S off, they get up out of there. Shorty just lay right there in the driver's seat bleeding out. Whole time the homeboy of his who told him about the half an ounce plate, he got a joint on him. He come off the hip, get the spanking at the car that's driving away. Bang, 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 bang. But whole time they get up out of there. Now everybody is panicking and in an uproar because this is 4th of July night. Whole block is lit, late night. Everybody just witnessed what happened. Whole time they hurry up, run to the car. They try to call 911, but somebody just thinking they hit. Put bro in the passenger seat. They jump in the driver's seat, grab his car keys off his hip, throw the keys in that motherfucker. They start hitting it, going down, shock trauma. Thank God that he did that, because if they would have waited for the ambulance to get there, he probably wouldn't have made it. They get him down, shock trauma. He get in the hospital. He unresponsive for, I believe, 4 days. Whole time on the 5th day, thank God he shaking, come out of it. Guess what the first thing the doctor say to him? I got good and bad news. Good news is you alive and you gonna stay alive. Bad news is you never gonna walk again. You paralyzed from the waist down. Boom. So now he hit. He just sitting right there crying. And it's kind of like he got ample or a little bit of movement from his upper body. He completely paralyzed from the waist down, but his upper body not that strong neither. So boom, he get them 2 newses. After that, he's sitting right there in the hospital. Guess what news he get the very next day? The girl that he dating during that time, she comes walking into the hospital bed, sitting next to him, give him a big kiss, passes him an envelope. He opened the envelope. Guess what's in there? A note saying that she pregnant. God damn it. He's sitting right there, tears start rolling down his eyes. Why? Because I'm ready to be a father. I'm paralyzed from the waist down, all over some goddamn dumb shit. I supposed to have been on the curb arguing with my homeboy about that goddamn $60 plate. Instead, what I'm doing, such in a rush to make a quick fucking dollar, I runs across the street to hit the half an ounce plate. Ended up costing me everything from the fucking waist down. But it's wicked and wild situations, man. So with that being said, family, y'all know what it is. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you fell a lot in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, one more time for us, family. Like, share, comment, and smash that subscribe button, y'all. We're on the road to 100K, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to continue to keep this heat coming. We going hit for hit for hit for hit for hit. Hey, V-Mob, I love y'all. We out of here. Let's go.